All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig. Yeah, YouTube playing on my show today. You know, why they had it scheduled for tomorrow, some crazy mess. Let's see what we got in the building. Rick Ross in the building. Jalen Hudson in here. OG Marcus. Bush Baby Boxing. Avery Vice. Slip the Jab. Powerhouse Watson. Let's see what we got here. Bert from Marketing in the building. Darth in the building. Rod Neal, the homie. Tamir Ali. Dinkin Dollars. Slip the Jab. I said Slip the Jab. We got the Dirt Gang Boss is in the building. Anwar Willis. Uncommentary with St. Louis. Dane Watson, Geo James, the OG Mr. Mon is in the building. Sean Don Productions, King Strick, G Code Wody in the building. Kevin Hill, Hotep Shalom, I said G Code, Savage, Cedric Trailer. Let me see here. MP, what's happening with it? We got Iron Waffles, what it do? Let's see. Skullduggery. What the hell? What it do, fam? Roger Since 91 is in the building. Will Sinclair, what's happening? Sheldon, LDBC, nothing reloaded in the building. F. Castro. Hugo the Mass. Prince Hakeem. All right. Jonathan Thompson, Soda Black, what it do? Sam Mack Boxing, Jesus Espinosa. What's that? NO Boxing, what's happening? Let's see here. Let's see. The Brothers UK is in the super chat, coming through early with the 5-piece. Thank you, good brother. Salute to you. Appreciate the support. Soda Black is in that building in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the support. He says, I'm beyond disappointed in Tank right now. Hey, man. You ain't the only one. A whole lot of folks is. A whole lot of folks upset with Tank right now. Let's see here. Let's see something. So yesterday, they had another press conference. This one in Miami. This press conference sucked too. Sucked just like the other one. Slightly more animated, but in totality, there's a lot of things that were, disturbing about this. One is that Tank Davis, the more he talks, the more he reveals that he really don't know nothing about the sport, the business side of the boxing. He really don't know nothing about it. Like, all this time, Tank fans been running around here talking about this man's the A side. Tank is this. He's superstar, the face of boxing. This man didn't know the date that he was fighting on. He exposed that he didn't know Alicia Baumgartner was the co-main event. He said that all this is in the press conference. He didn't know who's paying him. The man talking about, you, Jake Paul said, I'm your boss. You work for me. I'm paying you. And then Gervonta was like, where are you paying me? You paying me? You hear that? Hey, you paying me? Like, what, bro? Why don't you know this stuff? Why don't you know any of this? Like, it's like, this is, look, bro, I hate when I see fighters get exposed like this. Not just fighters, but athletes in general. When they talk a good game, bro, but nah. Talk good game, but a lot of these dudes don't be educated on what's really going on. Tank Davis don't know nothing about the business side. He relying on Jake Paul to put all this stuff together. How do you get in front of the whole world and tell everybody that you don't know who paying you, You don't know what the fight date is. You don't know the weight, right? You don't know what weight y'all was fighting at. Come on, bro. No, it's too much, Tank. That you listen. This is like thirst. This smell like thirst. If you have no details, even the gloves and stuff like that, y'all both of y'all lying about the gloves. Jake Paul say Tank team requested the 12-ounce gloves because Coach Calvin came down there and exposed the whole situation on accident. Coach Calvin came down there. He was concerned about the gloves, so he asked. This was the other day. He said, who idea was it for 12-ounce gloves? Blah blah. Why not fighting 10-ounce and 8-ounce or whatever? And Tank, you heard Tank trying to tell Calvin to stop it. Like, hey, no, chill, whatever. And then Jay Paul said, well, it was Tank team that requested it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but, regardless of the fact, it ain't looking good. Soda Black is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. So he did on the glove. Oh, he did blank on the glove size. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, man. But anyway, I was disappointed again watching the press conference because I'm like, man, this dude Tank, man. What do you got? What are you doing here? Is this dude just showing up to get paid? Just letting Jake Paul continue to disrespect him, man. Continue to drag him and basically call him stupid. And Tank came up in there again with the little weird little look. He got a hoodie on, oversized hoodie, with one elbow, not elbow, but one shoulder out, but just like an '80s Madonna or something. Like, what is you doing? Why you got your shoulder down like that, bro? Man, come on, Tank, but you gotta stop this now, dog. You gotta stop this. Whatever you're doing, I don't know. Y'all want to figure this thing out. Man, come out there with the one shoulder down, like he finna like he finna go on a dinner date or something. Like he the broad. My goodness. Rod Neal, the homie in the super chat with the 2-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says, it sounds like Tank really need Floyd. Shaking my head. Yeah, he been better with Floyd. Yeah, Junior say Tank was dressed like Punky Brewster. Facts. That's exactly what he was dressed like, Punky Brewster. Man. So yeah, it's embarrassing to me because the more Tank talk, because see Jeff, I mean not Jeff, but what's the boy name? Jake Paul is talking crazy. What's up, Insane? Jake Paul is talking crazy. He keep trying to sun Tank. Jake Paul know all the business ins and outs. Tank don't know what he just there. He's just a fighter. So now he looking for a payday. Tank should retire, in my opinion. I think he should get as much money as he can get with this little fight here and then retire. I think that's what he should do. Because something ain't right with the dude, man. Something ain't right with him. Gerald says Tank is always providing 78 with free content. Yeah, that's what he do. That's exactly what Tank do. Yeah, but the fact, it's no excuse, in my opinion, for Tank not to know these things. For Tank not to know the ins and outs of what of the contract you signed. To tell the world you don't know the weight, you don't know what the date, you didn't know who's on the undercard, you don't know how you're getting paid. This is how they finessed you with that whole 7-fight deal mess. No, they was lying to him. Yeah, Tank, just don't worry about it. Yeah, 7-fight deal. You're gonna be making more than Floyd. Told him some mess, and that boy he fell for that mess. Let me see here. What's up, Mr. Lightning Boxing? Y'all get them lights all the way up. Let's get over 200 likes in the building. What's happening with the Showtime? Showtime said, "What up, 78? This Ninja Tank uh, going out sad. He is going out sad, bro. He is. He's selfish, bro. Tank is a real selfish dude. He care about him. All right. Look, bro. I don't care what nobody says. I'm just telling you. Look, when you get into, anytime you get into an accident and you just leave the scene without calling for nobody to get help, that's a trait that certain people got that, you know what I'm saying, I just can't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Can't rock with certain people like that. Tank got that in him. Let's see what this guy here is saying. He says, Wani, what's his name? Wani Wan. Let me see what he said here. Uh-oh, missed it. What does it matter? Y'all getting, you mean y'all not getting it? Okay. Y'all not getting it. He's not getting exposed. You people not educated on the business antics, showboating, playing dumb. Just don't care. You don't get it at all. Juan, it sounds like English might be your second language. And if that's the case, I'm going to need you to go over there way in the back of class and sit down. Don't you ever in your life come to my country and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about in my language that I'm speaking. You understand? Go over there and sit down somewhere before I call President Trump and ruin you. You understand? Beat it. Get out of here, Juan. Yeah, Juan came over here talking greasy. Juan, I think just because he took, like, you know what I'm saying, he took in some weekend kung fu classes that he was gonna do something. Get up out of here, man. Coach Hudson, what it do? You said Mr. Super Chat? Let me see. Let's see. David Jackson is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the support, bro. He says Jake should be getting 80 million and Tank 20. Doesn't deserve 50 M's. Well, I don't know if he getting that. I don't know. The actual purses for this haven't been announced just yet. They leak everything else out, but certain stuff they hide. So I don't know. But hopefully he find his peace, though. Hopefully, you know, Tank he go ahead and get past the Jake Paul. He should just retire and do what makes him happy. Because sticking around this, and if you're so miserable and tired of the sport and this and that, and tired of the fans, you're tired of all this, just retire. Nobody begging you to be here, except for a couple of weirdos. Keon Jackson said, have I heard that Bud got stripped of his title? You're talking about the 154-pound WBA title. Yeah, I heard he lost that one, yeah. He's still undisputed at 168. Let's get the likes all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. The likes we should have well over 200 likes in the building. Showtime say Tank got some feminine ways. I can see past it. Yeah. He's scared, man. He's scared to lose. But I told people this already. Tank is afraid to lose. He's afraid to. That's why he won't challenge himself, because he's afraid of how his D riders. How are they gonna treat him if they see him lose? Are they gonna abandon him? Or what they gonna do? And he know they're gonna most of them gonna dip off and abandon him. But that still ain't no excuse to be a duck, because that's life. That's the life of all these fighters nowadays. Social media bandwagoners. You know, that's what people do. So the Black is in the super chat with the 2 piece. Appreciate the love. Says I'm a fan. He said I'm a Tank fan, but why do it feel like he finna lose? Well, because his mind, it seems like he gonna lose because his mind is clearly not in it. And Tank is one of them guys in boxing to where no matter what he got going on, his fan base is so the majority of his fan base is so overly loyal and protective of him, like he a little baby or something. It's hard to get. You can't get. Whatever. I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. David Jackson in Super Chat with the 2 piece. Appreciate the love. He says, Tank cuts KO 86 out. Laughing out loud. I seen that screenshot. The Tank was cussing out KO knockout. Yeah, I seen that on Twitter last night. But I went to go look at it. Tank had already taken it down. But hopefully Tank goes and gives KO an interview. Hopefully get KO and Tank can sit down, have that interview, get it on out the way. What's happening with the Stephen X? MJ Total Health and Wellness in Richmond, what it do? QCP 1000 Wow. Yeah, but that don't surprise me though. That's Tank personality. That's what he do. That's what he do. Tank been dissing his fans the whole time. I've been telling y'all that. He just keep deleting this stuff. He talk crazy to people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen the other day, maybe like a couple weeks ago, one of his fans said something to him. This is about Jake Paul, I think. I think they said something to the effect of, "Hey man, when you get past Jake, man, can we please run the roach fight back and this and that?" And Tank cuss dude out. Yep. So Tank been showing y'all who he is, man. The dude he's greedy, he's selfish. You know what I'm saying? And all he care about is himself. Be the truth seeker in the super chat with the 5 piece. Appreciate the love. Says listen to the show late yesterday. Did Mag 7 really say Shao Kahn took the 7-fight deal from Tank? Said gotta watch the Tank fans like toe from torn from the foe. Wow. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't remember if Mag said that. Somebody said that on the panel. I think it was Mag. Salute to you though. Be the truth seeker. What's up, DJ Zion Love? What's happening with it? You say Tank made the presser even more cringe than was expected. Yeah, Tank, because he's not a good talker, bro. Tank can't talk. He just can't. Let's see here. David Jackson is in the super chat with that 2 piece. Appreciate the love. He says, Tank booking 304s on Twitter. He getting KO'd. Hey, man. He might get knocked out. If Tank Davis get knocked out by Jake Paul, bro, I mean, I don't care what nobody say, bro. It's no salvaging that. It's no salvaging that. He gonna be remembered as a great potential talent that didn't fight his contemporaries and then got knocked out by a YouTuber. That's how they gonna remember. Let me turn this off. Let me take this off the screen real quick. Coach Hudson say all you Tank diehards had a warning before the fall. So don't complain and ride with the consequences out. Absolutely. That's what they got to do. They got to ride it out. They made the bed. It is what it is. But Alicia Baumgartner gonna be on the undercard. First of all, Alicia Baumgartner, did y'all see the tan she had, man? That woman came out there looking, boy, oh boy. That tan had it. It was glowing on it. Yeah, but she gonna be fighting some chick, and I don't even know the chick she fighting. But Alicia probably finna put the flip flops on her. Yeah, Alicia gonna put the flip flops on her. So it is what it is. What's up, Cecil? Yeah, you can definitely tell Tank is nervous. You can most definitely tell Tank is nervous. Um, he's stuttering after he's not comfortable saying nothing. He should have rehearsed or something. Trill Will, what to do? Trill Will say Tank look like a sucker. Yeah, he looked ridiculous with that that hoodie hanging off one of his shoulders. That looks so ridiculous, man. I don't know what these dudes are trying. These dudes ain't no way these dudes can tell me that they don't know what they doing when they getting dressed in the morning. Y'all know what y'all doing. What's up, Brown Sugar Tay Tay the Lovely? David Jackson back in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, "Did you see Ruby Rose 78 Devil in the Blue Dress?" No, I ain't see. I ain't see. Let me look and see. Let me see if I can find the ones. Now you got me curious. Let me see where she was at. One second. She looked good. I don't know where was she at yesterday. Was she won the ring girl or something? What was she doing? What was she doing? What was her job yesterday? This is my first time even knowing her name. I don't know who she is. Instagram model or something? She's a girl who fake broke up with Tank and Jake in her face. Oh, so they playing some. So Ruby Rose is one of Tank chicks or something? I don't know who these people is. He said she an OnlyFans chick. Well, I'm saying, what was she at the weigh-in yesterday? The press conference or something? She was between them. Okay, let me look up the picture. I think this might be it. Okay, I see it. Okay, so that's what y'all were talking about when y'all said Tank out here messing with OnlyFans models. Okay, that's what y'all. I didn't know what y'all were talking about. Okay, I get it now. What's up, Chesney man? Okay, so Tank allegedly had the girl there as his guest. Is what y'all saying? OnlyFans chick, he smashing the gas on her. Okay, she look cute. I ain't never seen her before. I ain't never heard of her. Tank don't like y'all talking about his personal life. Heard what the man said. Tank said, "Look, y'all talking about these fighters' personal lives when they do that, when they started doing that." Drizzy say Tank not messing with Ruby Rose as cap. Okay, I don't know. I don't know who if he is or if he ain't. I just found out who she was 5 minutes ago. Fire frequently, what it do, bro? He dropped the link in the chat. Drop the link in the chat. Get the party started. See if anybody want to come up here and talk crazy. Come on up here and talk some craziness. We're gonna just open up the panel and talk about whatever we want to. Boxing, sandwiches, Little Debbie versus Hostess, big back activity, whatever y'all want to talk about. Let's go. Steer it up. Little steer. Boxing barbecue, what it do? K Black, what's happening? It's gotcha, what it do? Listen, man, the worst thing that can happen to Tank Davis right now is for him to get knocked out by Jake Paul. It's the worst thing that can happen to him because he's already going down to some type of weird downward spiral and not where he don't feel safe and he can't talk and can't tell nobody what's going on, but he's doing all this weirdo activity. So regardless of what's happening with him, he's gonna have to come up here and put the hands on he wanted to put hands on little boy, hands and feet. Let me see here. Hold on. He's gonna have to. You don't have to. You got A2. You got it playing in the background, brother Gerald.
Yeah, sorry, 78, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad at all, man. I really enjoy your show.
I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. Where you from? UK?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well,
yeah, man. So, what have you got against? Yeah, what have you got against Tank fans?
Well, I got against Tank fans.
Yes, mate.
Tank. Well, I have an issue with Tank fans. The Tank fans that seem to want to pretend like Tank can do no wrong. They want to have it both ways. 1 minute, you can't hold Tank to the standard of these other fighters because Tank is not like these other fighters. But then they start crying and they want Tank to be on the pound for pound list. And Tank can beat this guy, Tank can beat that guy. Then I say, cool. If Tank can beat this guy, that guy, and this guy and that guy, tell him to fight one of them next. Just one of them. No, he don't have to do that. Tank can do what he wants. He's a draw. He got all the money. So my problem is Tank fans get on my nerve because they talk too much. They have no standard, no set standard, no creed that they live by in boxing. I'm a boxing fan.
I hear that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a boxing fan because I want to see the best fight the best. Right? I let a lot of stuff slide. If you pick the wrong girl, so what? A lot of men do that. Oh, you got into some trouble outside the ring, so what? That can happen to anybody. If you coming into boxing and you looking at this sport like, hey, I want to make enough money to provide for my family and make sure my grandkids ain't got to work again, and I also want to be one of the greatest to ever do it. If that's your mentality and you willing to fight, who you supposed to fight, when you supposed to fight them, fight your contemporaries, you willing to do that, I'll be a fan of you. The moment you start ducking and dodging, I ain't got no time for that.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say, being fair, that Wilder did that for some time?
No, absolutely not. Wilder didn't do that for some time. To who? Say it. Name the people.
Yeah, because he didn't fight anyone serious, in my opinion, until he fought Luis Ortiz. But before then, as a champion and all that, he was fighting bums.
Okay, well let's talk about that then. If Wilder was fighting bums, a lot of those same people Joshua was fighting. And Joshua was
Yeah,
getting
of course. I'm not saying that, Wilder's not a good fighter or anything. I'm a fan of Wilder, but we need to be fair here and say that, look, before Wilder actually fought anyone serious, he was fighting bums.
All right, quick. This is my question. Because I don't want to get sidetracked because we talking about Deontay
Yeah,
Wilder.
sorry about that. Sorry,
I want
78.
to make sure I understand why we're talking about Wilder and not Tank Davis again. Why
No,
like,
because you're holding.
I'm trying to figure out why.
The reason why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why I'm saying that is because you can draw parallels between Wilder fans and Tank fans, because Tank is essentially doing the same thing Wilder did up until a certain point.
No. That's not true.
No?
Deontay, no.
Okay, go on.
I'll tell you what. First of all, shout out to my brother Trill Will in the building. What to do, Trill?
What's up, brother?
Oh, chilling, man. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta take this phone call real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but first, this is why. First of all, it's different. Deontay Wilder his whole motto. When he became, first of all, he said he wanted to become champion for his daughter. Deontay Wilder's whole motto was one face, one name in the heavyweight division. So he always wanted to be the guy, the sole undisputed champion at heavyweight. So Deontay Wilder pursued fights with all these guys. Now, the reason why Shelly Finkel was the reason why Wilder and Klitschko fight never really happened. Wilder wanted that fight, but Klitschko wanted to pay Wilder step aside money, right? Klitschko wanted to pay Wilder step aside money so that he could fight Bermane Stiverne and get his brother's belt, and then fight Wilder after that, allegedly, right? Wilder said, "No, if you want to do it that way, you can do it this way. Let me fight my mandatory Stiverne. Let me fight Stiverne for the belt, and then you can fight after that." Klitschko said no. Now that's the real thing that happened. That's what really happened. But the internet got their own mind of its own. They just make up stuff. So eventually, Deontay Wilder, he becomes heavyweight champion. He beats Bermane Stiverne, and Wilder after that sought after every title. He wanted all those belts that Tyson Fury had. Remember, Fury got in the ring and they were supposed to go at it for undisputed. Wilder was going to fight Tyson Fury. Fury went on a drunken cheeseburger binge. You know what I'm saying? And was messed up.
Okay, I'm back. What's up with it, General?
Chilling, bro.
I ain't gonna let this man sit up here, this UK British 2 fan, sit up here and disrespect my champ, Deontay Wilder. That's
I'm not disrespecting anyone, man.
We ain't gonna do that, mate. That's what we're not gonna do, yeah. We're not gonna do that, yeah. So you know what I mean? We're not gonna do that, yeah. Well, because all I know is Wilder tried to fight everybody, and Joshua ducked him, still ducking him to this day.
Oh, stop it, man. Joshua didn't duck anyone, mate.
He ducked $50 million, dude. Come on, dog. He said it
on
video.
He was offered $100 million, a 3-fight deal on DAZN.
Listen,
and he turned it down.
That was a lie. What did Skipper say?
Right.
What did Skipper say?
What did the guy from DAZN say about
the guy
that?
who owned DAZN, who funded Eddie Hearn? What did he say? He said,
"No, I don't know. Educate me."
No. You ain't gonna sit up here and lie. See,
I said educate me.
Skipper came out and said, "Well, I want to apologize to Deontay Wilder because they tried to pull him into some sucker move where they didn't have a guarantee whether Anthony Joshua was on the contract, and they did not disclose how much that man was going to get paid anyway." So that's a lie you just told. But anyway,
bro, you need to send me the link for that.
I can't believe
I can do that. That's easy.
Yeah,
that's easy work. That's easy work.
That's common knowledge.
That's easy work. You talking about stuff we done talked about like 4 or 5 years ago.
This is why it's important that you get your information from a variety of places. Because when you just listen to people who you want to believe or hear, they ain't always gonna tell you that what's really going on. But that's old information right there.
Hey, General, tell them look who's in my picture on my little icon right there. So we talk to the fighters. We don't get secondhand information. We get it from the fighters, from the fighters' mouth.
But do you know that fighters lie, as like Tank lies?
Well, Tank ain't Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder got integrity.
Absolutely.
Always had integrity. That's why he's one of my favorite fighters. He's got integrity. Always showed he's had integrity, and that man is a man's man. He stands on business. That's the reason why we're the biggest Wilder supporters on here. Because Anthony Joshua ducked the shit out of Deontay Wilder. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't disrespect my Joshua, man.
Anthony Joshua.
Don't disrespect my Joshua.
Well, tell him to go rematch Daniel Dubois then and go fix that. How about that?
Exactly.
Look, we all know that Wilder would not fight Daniel Dubois.
Last time I seen Anthony Joshua, he was twerking in the ring trying to find his ears. Because Daniel Dubois knocked his ears between the washer and dry at Anthony Joshua house. So that's
my friend. The same thing will happen to Wilder if you fought Daniel Dubois.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Daniel Dubois will get knocked out. He know it. You know it. Daniel Dubois
really?
Slow.
Okay.
Daniel Dubois is slow, just like Anthony Joshua is robotic and slow. Everybody knew he was custom made for Wilder. That's the reason why he never would fight him. He knew better. You know better. So y'all can say.
But I mean, who did Wilder fight the last time and he struggled to beat him?
Who did Wilder fight the last time and tried to beat him? Listen, do y'all have a problem with comprehension in the UK, bro? Like, for real? Do y'all have a problem?
I simply asked you a question. It's got nothing to do with comprehension.
Do y'all have a problem with
silly ass
comprehension?
question.
I'm gonna ask you a real question though. Do you think?
No. You can't answer a question with a question, my friend.
I'm gonna ask you a real
question.
You
can't answer a question with a question.
I'm gonna ask you a real question because what you just said was just asinine, and it's gonna be nothing but
no. I asked you a simple question.
It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be rubbish from you because you're gonna keep asking generalized questions, and you don't really want to answer to it. Yeah. But I'm gonna ask you a real question. Do you think Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder?
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah. So this conversation over.
Here lies the problem.
Absolutely not.
Here lies the problem. Okay, I got a question for you. Then I got one question for you. A question to follow up that one. Who did Tyson Fury do to another fighter that he done to Deontay Wilder in all 3 fights? Name another fighter.
Dillian White.
Mind you.
Dillian White.
Before you get up
my friend, I just said Dillian White.
He got beaten, almost knocked out twice by a cruiserweight.
Yes, that was a long time ago. He was a fledgling fighter.
Oh, so now it's a long time ago. It's ancient history.
Yeah, of course. You cannot compare, a fledgling fighter to an experienced fighter now.
Yeah, Tyson Fury cheated against Deontay Wilder. I don't care what you say.
What did he put rocks in his gloves or something?
So why was he working with Daniel Kinahan then?
Look, I cannot talk for Tyson Fury and as to who he decides to work for.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. So it's okay if Tyson Fury works with a known criminal or gangster. Yeah.
Bruv, what has this got to do with him cheating Wilder?
He cheated him.
That got a lot to do with it.
It's got everything to do with it. Because if you knew the history of boxing, if you're a real boxing fan, you can go all the way back to 1906 to the days of the giant, the Galveston giant, Jack Johnson, all the way back then, even to the days of Black Murderers Row. You can go all the way back then. They were cheating.
And what has that got to do with Tyson Fury?
They've been cheating and scamming fighters, black fighters in particularly, for generations.
Oh, bro, stop this! Stop this! Bruv,
see why y'all can't
stop this cheating black fighters and all that.
Why can't y'all ever just tell the truth and take accountability for anything?
Hey, you know what? I think Americans. No disrespect, but I think Americans have an obsession with like racism and victim mentality.
Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah, bro, you about to get
now.
You about to get cussed out for real.
Now, listen, Gerald, brother. With all due respect, Gerald.
Yes, mate.
Because the conversation has shifted down this area, I need you to turn the camera at least once, just so we know we're talking to a black man.
Okay, bro. Yeah, you know what? Let me just put on my shirt. Yeah.
Cause, bruv, I'm a black man. Oops. Surprise.
Yeah. 1 second.
I'm a black man. Oh, black
me too. I'm also black and proud.
Black men you have a victim mentality. When you tell me that means you're a coon.
Oh no! Let's not do insults here, my friend.
I'll do them.
Let's not do insults here, my friend. Just because we don't see. No.
What the hell you talking
about?
Bro, just because we don't see eye to eye does not mean that we have to throw around insults.
But you just assaulted Wilder.
You trying to come in here and talk like you bigger than all of us, and like we're just nothing but perpetual victims when we're being victimized, and we've been victimized for over 400 years in this country. That's just here. So let's not do that. Let's not try to pretend like, oh, black people are just being victims. Oh, they're being when we've been victimized the whole time. Name another population of people who got stolen from their land, stolen their culture, stolen everything they can steal from them, stole their inventions, stole their religion, stole their language, stole their alphabet, stole their music, stole their soul, stole everything you can steal from them. But you saying we playing victim, right? So I'm gonna ask you. I'm go right back to my
are you done?
Wilder. So in the first fight,
are you done?
When Wilder knocked out Fury in the first fight, but even by his own admission, you're telling me, good God, boy, y'all UK boys, y'all boy, ooh wee.
Okay, I see, brother. You turn it off.
I hop phone line. All I see is coons and jigaboos. Lord Jesus, have mercy. And you said
bro,
you tell me
jigaboo way in the UK.
You're defending a white man to a black man who knows history, who does nothing but study history. You need to go watch my page. This is all I do all day. I was studying before I got on the generals panel. I was studying. For instance, since you say we're perpetual victims, I challenge you to go to Amazon and get this book. Read it. You'll see.
Which book is that?
Black AF History, the unwhitewashed version of American history. Read it.
Okay.
Read it before you going on and saying like white supremacist talking points and talking about we're being victims.
No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm not talking about white supremacy or anything like that. Look, my friend.
Let me roll call my other brothers who on the panel. Acondo, LWC or nothing. What's happening with it, bro?
What's going on, family?
Hey man, chilling. Coach Hudson in the building. What to do, Coach? Coach, you there? He might have had a connection issue. But what in the world? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You good? Hey, Coach, you there? You can't hear you, bro.
No, he might have to leave.
He might have to leave and come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let Coach cook the rest of you, bro. I'm gonna let Coach get you. I'm gonna let Coach get you all the way together, brother. I'm sorry they don't teach you this stuff in the UK, bro. But I'm just saying, you just going perpetuating white supremacist talking points.
No. What I'm saying,
homie. Look, like for real.
Can you please give me a chance to speak, please?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not saying that racism does not exist in the United States or Europe or anything. I've been subject to it myself. What I'm saying is we don't need to constantly use it as a stick to beat ourselves down.
How am I doing that?
Look,
what?
We're far better than that. We've overcome, several difficulties.
How am I doing that, brother? And I mean, I'm not being disrespectful or anything. I'm not asking you how can you come to that conclusion when I'm defending our legacy, when the whole legacy in boxing has been to have some great white hope standing over a black man. You see the shirt I'm wearing? That says Muhammad Ali. That's one of my favorite fighters in the world. I've done multiple studies on Muhammad Ali and the things he stood on. Muhammad Ali once said he told a talk show host, and he said that if there was 1,000 snakes and 100 of them were good snakes, meaning talking about good white people versus bad white people who wanted to do harm to black people. He said, do I hold the gate open and hope the 100 snakes that don't do me any harm come through, or do I shut the gate on all of them? And he said his answer is shut the gate on all of them. I'm shutting the gate, bro.
Yeah,
because the world has a perpetual history of trying to instill white fighters perpetually throughout history, even since the days of Jack Johnson. It wasn't until 1906 that black people got integrated into boxing anyway. And as soon as our feet touched the canvas, we excelled, bro. For every white fighter you can name for me that was a so-called elite fighter, I can name 10 of them that were better than him. That's because I'm proud of my history and I know my history. And I'll be danged if I sit here on this platform and let anybody try to denigrate the name of Deontay Wilder when I watch them try to publicly lynch that man. And they let Tyson Fury cheat this man. He worked with a known felon, a known gangster in Daniel Kinahan. He lied and said he worked with Martin. What was that farmer's name?
You want to talk about people working with known gangsters? Have you ever heard of Herbie Hike?
Why can't Tyson Fury
Have
come
you
to the
ever
United
heard of
States?
Herbie Hike?
Why can't Tyson Fury come to the United States, bro?
He came to the United States.
No,
He
he
came to the
didn't.
No,
United
he
States
can't.
and
No,
whooped
he
Wilder's
can't.
ass
No, he
3
can't.
He
times,
ain't
bro.
been.
No, he
He
can't.
has,
I
Let's
don't know.
stop
he,
I don't
that.
know where
he
you
Stop
get
hasn't
your
been
that,
to the
man.
United. He
but
has
he
not been
cannot.
to the
He came to
United
the
States since
United States and
No, he
defeated
didn't.
Deontay Wilder 3 times.
Since Deontay Wilder, when has he been back to the States?
For what
Mike
reason
Boss,
does he need to go back to the States?
exactly. You know why
You
he
need
can't
to
come
stop
here?
that.
You know why he can't
Listen, the
come here?
United States, is not the mecca of boxing
You-
anymore.
Yes, we
It
are.
is not the mecca
No,
of
no,
boxing
no.
anymore.
Yes, we are.
Hey, look,
Boxing is a global sport.
Joe,
No, it's
Joe, you
Yes,
missed
7
you missed his point. He's trying to tell you that Tyson Fury is banned from the U.S. currently because of his
Oh, okay.
with Canada.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
my
I
point.
accept that.
Exactly.
Now,
That's
hold on,
my
I
hold on.
accept that. Yeah.
Now let me welcome my brother Coach Hudson in the building. What do, Coach?
Salute,
Hey,
coach.
peace, family. Can you all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
You
you
good?
good,
Yeah,
man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You good,
Oh
man.
yeah, coach.
All right. Peace to everybody on the panel.
Yes, sir.
Peace to you too, brother.
Salute. Brother, do you live in America or are you still in over in the UK?
No, I currently live in the United Kingdom. It's 5 o'clock over here.
Okay, so let me say this. Because you are a brother and YouTube already told me that I need to calm down on my approach a little bit. So I won't take my time with this. To your first point, when you compare Wilder and Tank, the fan base, us in America, I want to tell you what we've been going through. I want to tell you from the eyes and the scope of what we've been dealing with and why you could never compare the two. Number one, regardless of the resumes, Wilder tried to fight the best that he could get. And the only reason why he was even able to fight Ortiz, who was 24 and 0, no, 28 and 0 with 24 knockouts, is because the other heavyweights were running from him, the real boogeyman. And Wilder fought him not once but twice. But we don't even have to talk about the resume. As black people,
Did Wilder try to ever
brother,
fight
I
Joseph
didn't
Parker?
interrupt you, brother. I didn't interrupt you. Please
Yeah,
don't
sorry
interrupt me.
about
I'm gonna
that.
give you a chance to
Sorry.
cook.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't
Sorry.
have to talk about the resume. I want to just point out you the character of the fighters that we're talking about and the fan base. Number one, the way you just saw Jake Paul play with Tank at that press conference, black people could look at Wilder in America and know that nobody would ever play with him the same way. The way you all see Tank hugging Ryan Garcia after he disrespected our whole race, after he spoke about digging up the body of George Floyd, after talking about he wanted to join the Klan, Wilder would never be seen hugging and being nice with him immediately after that. Regardless if he was beefing with Devin Haney or whoever, you wouldn't see it happen. When you seen Wilder speak to Radio Raheem and remind him of what we go through in this country today, till this day, and he repeats the words till this day, we could look in Wilder as a champion of the people. So when it comes to critiquing the actual fan base of a Wilder versus a Tank, there is no comparison. When you look at Lamont Roach, who had a close fight with Tank, who really he should have won, Tank comes back and doesn't even give him a rematch. And then he mocks him and says, I give it and I take it, like he is God himself, when God is the only author of giving and taking away. This is the kind of man you're trying to compare, and there is no comparison. This is the kind of fan base you're trying to compare, and there is no comparison. And brother, let me just say this to you, because I know there are people upset and frustrated by the words that you're saying. It might not be your intention to come off as disrespectful. It might not be your intention to come off as someone trying to speak on our behalf from the outside. But black people do not get the privilege to go into other cultures and tell them about what they're going through. And for some reason, there is this pattern of brothers and sisters, whether they're from the UK, whether they're from the Caribbean, they call in on these panels and they try to tell us about our experience, which is completely out of pocket. I would never get on here and try to tell you as a brother that's dealing with things in the UK about what you are and what you're not dealing with, about what metric you're using to judge what we're going through. This day, today, right now, where people call in and tell us as black people in America what we're going through, whether it's the sport of boxing, whether it's football, whether it's, you all do not share the same history. So do not try to tell us about what we're going through. What we're trying to explain to you is what we have going on, what Trill Will, let me calm down. What Trill Will is trying to explain to you, brother, is the NFL, the NBA, boxing, right here in America, all has the same history. It is not by coincidence that all of these things were integrated between 1947 and 1950. Brother, the only reason why that was done was because these were the highest grossing black organizations at that time, and the white elites of these other sport agencies did not want to have to compete with these other black organizations, so they took the money and the power of the people. Boxing is one of the only sports they were not able to do it because you have a black man versus a white man. So after Jack Johnson is pulled out, we do not see another heavyweight champion for almost 30 years. So if you do not understand the history, it is easy to say, oh, you all are just using race to talk about cheating because your guy didn't win. Make sure you are careful about the event that you're speaking of, because you might be putting yourself into hostile territory that you don't understand because you are not culturally aware. And I do not believe that you are doing it on purpose. And the only reason why I'm speaking this way is because you are a brother, and I don't believe you're purposely doing it. But I just want to give you some advice, brother, when you speak on the matters that's going on in the country that you're not even in yourself. Be careful, brother. I land my plane there. I know you wanted to speak.
Well said, brother. Well said.
Coach, why you always do that, man? Why you always do that, Coach?
I was going to stay out of it
Jesus,
today, brother.
Bro, man. I tip my hat to you, brother. Hey, General, I can't ever come up. I can't look. He's Bernie Mac, bro. You can't come you can't come up at the Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
You're gonna shut it down. Shout out to Todd French 600 in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. It says the nerve of black Englishmen. They celebrate the statue of Fury standing over Wilder, and have the nerve to say that we are defending. So we are defending black history. Salute to me, bro. AB in the super chat with the 5-piece. So shout out to 78 and the LTBC. Keep cooking. Shout out to the Patreon. No 304 show. Much love, y'all. We'll be live tonight. No 304 show. The Brothers UK is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Thank you, sir. It says peace, brother. Coach 78 says we fully understand the condition of black people all over this planet, but for some of us, it's easy to ignore. Salute, bro. All right, let me see here. Got that over here. Appreciate all y'all. Now, you still there, brother Gerald?
Oh, yes, 78, yes.
All right. All right, what else do y'all want to cook on? Matt, what y'all thoughts on the Tank Jake Paul situation? As far as
show, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's an absolutely ridiculous fight. It shouldn't be happening. It's a money grab. Tank has exposed himself. He doesn't sound like he's very intelligent, and he's making, I think, black people or black fighters in general look bad.
Okay. Yes, sir.
See, at least you weren't even here for what I said yesterday, but thank you for saying that, because that's the reason why I was saying, like, Tank and people like him, his fan base, they are very dangerous to us as black people. They're very dangerous because you create an avenue to where people can make up excuse, not take accountability, ignore the racial tensions, the microaggressions, and all that stuff in the room. You give people animus to be able to do that, because Tank is just literally sitting up there and let this man demean and demoralize him right there on stage in front of millions of people. Yes. But then when his defenders come out, that's what I want to talk about. How can anybody, as a grown black man in this modern world we live in, the days of social media, the days of all this where everybody can see us, how can you as a black man come in here and tear down other black people for telling this brother that, hey man, hey, you look, dog, you can say you're the best, you can say you're the face, you can say you this, you can say you that. If you want your money, cool, get your money and get out the way. How can you then come in here and talk down to, get angry at, almost want to fight or come to some act of violence towards people who are telling you that when the person that you defending is outright disrespecting you? I still don't understand that. Like, I wanted to grab Max 7 yesterday and shake him like so bad because like just listening, and then I see, because I'm on Twitter. And I see Tank going at all these people. I seen him yesterday. He was going off yesterday. Seeing him going after this person. And all these people are adamant defenders of Tank Davis. Anytime you mention Tank Davis' name and they pop up like they just pop the magic trick. You say abracadabra, they just pop up. But then he turns around and cursed them out, talk down to them, treat them like garbage. He don't even take time out to even go to these people who make thousands of videos about him, singing his praises and all this stuff. Don't even take time. But then you got the nerve to try to talk about who I'm a fan of, who actually takes time out to talk to his fans, to mingle with his fans. You disrespect this man's father. This man's father pulls up on anybody. This man is a millionaire. He got other things he could be doing with his time. But this man, as a millionaire, his father, Bill Haney, pulls up on anybody and gives something he can't get back. Time. And then people still disrespect this man is wild to me.
Come on.
And then they got the nerve to try to talk to me as a fan of Devin Haney. Oh man, y'all ain't this, y'all ain't that. Y'all need to do this. You ain't even did that. The expectations you try to set for us, you ain't even met them yet. Like all those red pill videos I see on social media. You got women out here making all these wild expectations. You gotta be 6'2", you gotta make 6 figures, you gotta have no kids, you gotta have 3 houses, you gotta have 4 cars, you gotta take care of her kids that she had out of wedlock. You gotta do all of this stuff when all she's offering is some used cooch. It sounds just like Tank fans. I mean, it's funny, but it's sad at the same time, bro. And that's the reason why I have the energy that I have, Gerald. No disrespect towards you, bro. And I'm talking to you like a brother. I'm talking to you as a brother. That's why the reason why I can never defend Tyson Fury, because he's a garbage human being. There were people in the UK that was celebrating a statue of Fury standing over Deontay Wilder, knowing he was inoculated, knowing that fight wasn't right. I watched the second fight. And I dang near cried because by the 7th round, Wilder couldn't even stand up on his own. He was holding on to the ropes.
You knew something was wrong. Something
was wrong with that man. I don't care who you are. If you got even an ounce of integrity, you can't tell me that was a 100% Deontay Wilder standing in that ring. That man's heart, though, was so thorough. He had the heart of the ancestors who never quit. He had the heart of Nat Turner who wouldn't quit. You were going to have to physically drag him out that ring. But nobody talks about that. Oh, Wilder got flattened. Well, they have memes of him with a dent on the side of his skull. That's why I asked you the question I asked you earlier. Who else did Tyson Fury punch a dent in the side of their skull of? Didn't do it to Dillian White when he fought him. He shoved him down, and they counted that as a knockout. He didn't do that. He didn't do that to Usyk. Usyk almost stopped him the first fight, and then totally embarrassed him in the second one. He didn't do that to any other fighter after Deontay Wilder. He did not.
Yeah, but you know, as they say, styles make fights, my friend.
That first fight was
no,
not.
Styles ain't had nothing to do with that dent, man. Stop that shit.
Sure didn't. And you can't even name one fight in Wilder versus Fury. All 3 fights where Tyson Fury's glove looked the same, because magically Deontay Wilder's gloves all look uniform in every fight. You can't name one fight where his gloves look the same.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on that point, my friend.
But these are facts.
And you know what, family? That's fine. If we have to agree to disagree on that, what we can agree on is when our brother from the UK said that Tank's demonstration is not good for black people.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It is not a good look, especially with the atmosphere with what we have going on in our country right now. And I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. And y'all remember when I say this, we're going to have to pay for our celebration we just had. Let me say that again. When Crawford beat Canelo and the way we celebrated, the way we felt proud, we're going to have to pay for that. Now, the question is, are they going to be able to protect Tank enough in this situation to protect him for what they have planned? Because let me tell you, if y'all don't think that they have a plan to embarrass Tank after what just happened, because see, a lot of people are not looking at the right things. If you don't think Max Kellerman was up there caping for Dana White the way he was caping for him last week, and there ain't no plans behind that, if you don't think that Dana White and Max Kellerman was sitting there looking all sour in the face after Crawford's hands was raised, because if you're a real boxing fan, if you see a masterclass like that from the underdog, according to mainstream America, you're happy. But they didn't look happy. So whatever plan they had, their plan was messed up. They are going to make an example out of Tank Davis. And because of Tank Davis' self-hate, because he only has hate for brothers. And some people might say, well, Coach, that ain't the case because he's with Coach Cal and da-da. Y'all don't understand. Just because a brother has other brothers around him that he grew up with, that don't mean he got love for you. Watch how Tank deals with black journalists. If they not a rapper, if they not an ignorant nigga, he ain't got no love for them. If they're another fighter, that's a black man, and they say something, look at his energy that shifts from talking to Jake Paul versus when he starts speaking to Jay Leon Love.
Yeah.
Look how amped up he gets as soon as he starts talking to the brother. So they can blind him with his self-hate for his own. But what he doesn't see is, brother, we're all you got. If something happens and you get knocked out and he puts his foot on top of you, you still got to come back home. But because you're pushing us away, and for whatever reason, you might think that you're bigger than the program, you're going to get taught a lesson. I keep telling y'all, I've been saying it since last year. Every single brother is going to get a wake-up call in the sport of boxing. If you sided with those racists, you're going to get your wake-up call. How do you know that, Coach? Explain yourself. We saw it with Keyshawn Davis. We saw it with Shakur Stevenson. We saw it with Regis, who was trying to say he felt he was going to be cheated against after his next fight. This is the same man who was trying to say that Devin was a hoe for trying to take them to court. All of these brothers who went against their brother when they were trying to lynch him in the media, they get a wake-up call. And some of you black folks who are all on these white mainstream journalists' coattails now because you're happy that they're praising the black American fighter. Well, let me ask you this. Where were these guys before Canelo got beat? Where were these guys praising the black American fighter and coming to our defense when they were calling us cowards, Tom and Jerry runners, yellow bellies? They were nowhere to be found. But now that it's okay for them to praise us, now y'all, they invited to the cookout. All cookout passes should be banned. All cookout passes should be banned until we get our shit together. Because until we love each other the way we're supposed to love each other, you shouldn't be inviting nobody into our damn house. When mama and them would say over the weekend, we got too much going on, your friend can't come over this weekend, that's what's going on in our community right now. We got too much shit going on for y'all to be inviting people inside our damn house.
That's facts.
Man, let me let one of y'all brothers talk, because I'm about to, yeah.
No, that's what it is.
Cook.
That's what it is.
Nah, that was much needed to be said right there.
Yes, indeed. That brother.
Anyway, gentlemen, I'm going to have to excuse myself, but I appreciate speaking to you all and you all having time for me today.
Salute to
Yes,
you, man.
indeed. Yeah, man.
Salute to you.
Pull back up, man. Anytime.
That's not a diss to you,
Most
Gerald.
definitely.
I just want you to know that this is not personal. It's just.
Oh
saying
no,
that,
of course not. Of course
you know
not.
what I
It's okay for everyone to disagree.
Right.
That's what I think. Yeah, it's okay for everyone to disagree, not have the same opinion, but we can all remain friends afterwards.
Right.
And that's the problem with the world.
And I understand
today.
what Coach is saying too, because some of the things that we as Black people say, they can
Yeah.
use as fuel. You know what I mean? Because
100%.
you're about to witness with this Tank Davis fight. This is about to be a buck breaking session.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's only got himself to blame at the end of the day. Yeah. He chose to duck, what's his name? Lamont Roach.
Right.
Is that the fighter?
Right.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. Instead of fighting your contemporaries, you've decided to chase money. So you'll deal with the consequences.
Yep. The love of money is the root of all evil.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, nothing comes for free.
Nope. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But
yeah,
salute to you, man. And thank
you for coming through, too, man. Yeah. Thank you, 78, and thank you, panel. I appreciate it.
Hey, salute to you, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
Take care. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Let me see. Let me read this super chat here. I missed Be the True Seeker in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate you, bro. He says, 78, do you have any plans on having a meet and greet in Colombia or Panama in the future? Locations. I know the fellas would love it. Nah, not this time, bro. We gotta before we start doing anything like that, we gotta make sure we got a consistent number of people coming every year. Because stuff like that gotta be planned out thoroughly. Let me see here.
Shout out to Blue Blood in the building. What's happening with it, Brody?
Salute, Blue. What it do? Okay, I've seen this one. What's this one I missed though? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Mook Styles P in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support. Say Coach Hudson is about to cook. Salute to all y'all, you guys on the panel. 100. Salute, brother.
Peace.
Philip Quinn in the super chat with the 2-piece. Thank you, good bro. Say, is Crawford the modern day haggler? I see parallels. There are parallels, definitely. There's definitely some parallels, and as far as both of them getting their just due later on in their career. Southpaw for the most part, yeah, I can see it a little bit. Different styles though. Let me see what we got here.
Hey, Jenner, you see that video I sent you yesterday?
Let me see, which one?
That one Jake Paul posted.
Oh yeah. See, man, I knew I was forgetting to talk about something today. That's what I was supposed to talk about.
Lord
man.
have mercy, dog.
Oh, that's what I knew. I knew I had
Lord
I was going to talk about, and I forgot.
They can never make me hate you, Stanky Tanky, Spanky Tanky.
Yo, this man put a meme up.
Wowing.
Fake. Ridiculous.
Hold on, let me go find it. So I can post the link in here.
Okay.
Hey, General. Let me say this real quick. Mm-hmm. Because every time we have these conversations, there are people that come into these chats just to be contrarians, just to go against. Listen, y'all, we can agree and disagree on many things, but let me make it very plain on what I'm saying. As far as Black people right here in this country, there are some things that we just need to agree on. We can disagree and agree on certain things, but there are certain things that we need to agree on. And this is why there is a propaganda campaign going on right now to make us look weak. And I'm not going for it. Right. And what we just saw Crawford do, there are people upset about it. And for us to sit up here and act blind to what's going on in this country, to act blind to what they're trying to do in the sport of boxing is completely out of pocket. We are the ones that are standing in the gap of those who want to tell lies, those who want to think about this, family. In the next 50 years, when they show videos of Jake Paul versus Tyson, Jake Paul knocking out Woodley, Jake Paul going against Tank, do you think they're going to tell the narrative of what was really going on right now? Or are they going to go off of those videos and paint something different? What is the illusory effect? The illusory effect, for those of you that don't know, that is your brain that hears something or sees something enough times, regardless if it's true or a lie, and it goes off of that. So one of the worst people in the history of time said, I don't have to tell the truth about these people. I want my propaganda team to just repeat the lie over and over again. And I'm so sick of people trying to tell us when we are trying to come together, when we are trying to be in unity. I ain't got time to be warned with my brother every day about you like Devin Haney more than I do, or you like Brian Norman Jr., or you like Keyshawn, or you like Abdullah Mason. The enemy of us all wants to see us go down. There is a reason why they're trying to make an example out of Deion Sanders and his family, and he ain't did nothing wrong. He ain't did nothing but talk about God and be a good role model. So y'all come and try to tell me why they doing that to him and tell me it don't matter. Y'all can miss me with that bullshit. And if you are scared to death, if you don't like this kind of talk, then you step to the side and you get out the ranks. You sit your black ass down. But for all of us that see what's going on, our children are going to be the ones to pay for this. Don't sit up here and tell me that don't matter. Don't sit up here and try to tell me y'all don't see what's going on. And if Tank is successful and he knocks out Jake Paul, good for him. But don't ever think that they ain't got it in their plan to make their guy look superior. The good old boy system is real. Sit up here and try to tell me about what I know. We have a history. And history repeats itself if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Sit up here. I'm so sick of us being weak, of us always going on these panels and always trying to disagree just to disagree. And if you do disagree with something, sometimes we can deal with that at another time. But damn it, y'all. Just the other day, we was trying to scream for people to get on code to root for our brother. And you had celebrities, you had brothers cheesing, showing all their teeth, saying, "Oh man, I'm rooting for Canelo. You know, I might want Bud to win, but I'm rooting for." Man, what kind of brother are you? And then our women and children have to look to us to stand up. I am sick of y'all, man. Straight up, I'm sick of you. I don't care if you're 18 or you're 45. This ain't the time to be playing.
That's right.
Sitting up here, man. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Man, you preaching. You preaching. It's the facts.
Yeah, I can't come behind that.
Look, coach, that's exactly the reason why I do what I do. That's exactly why. And it must be it had to be the Almighty to put me on the path I'm on now. It had to be. Because so many of our people are so lost on our history and what we really are. If they really knew our history, they understand just how powerful we are. We shake rooms when we step in them. We change atmospheres when we step in them. We move mountains when we step in them. I'll give y'all an example. I'll give you an example. Now let General get this super chat. The Civil War, we've all been taught growing up in school. Oh, the Civil Wars fought over states' rights and this, that, and the third, and yada, yada, yada. And it was Abraham Lincoln that freed slaves and blah, 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 until you actually read who actually freed the slaves. Because Abraham Lincoln also said, if I could save the Union and not free a single slave, I would do that. Then you have to ask yourself this question. If this war was not fought over slaves, then why did Jim Crow come in? Exactly. Why did black codes and vagrancy laws come in? If it wasn't about race. That's the reason why they lost their money. And that's the reason why most of y'all in this chat don't even know who Robert Smalls is. That's why most of y'all in this chat don't know the real history.
Come on. Behind
Harriet Tubman and how powerful of a queen that woman was. That woman was a queen. When I say queen, that woman was a queen. She navigated reconnaissance missions back to the South, and she didn't lose one body. She helped overtake Fort Sumter, along with Robert Smalls. That woman right there don't get talked about enough. And then I get on boxing YouTube and I hear black people, oh man, see, you're a Devin Haney fan. You a this, you a hoe, you a sucker, you this, that, and the third. How can you support Devin Haney? And I see Devin Haney and his father handing out chicken to the homeless. And I see Bill Haney taking out time out his day to talk to the fans, to give you a bird's eye view of what they see every day.
Thanks.
I see a father making sure his son don't make the same mistakes he made, like I do with my sons. Thanks. Because I'm a father. 78's a father. We're fathers. Then you got some Negroes on this app that are fathers as well. Will ignore that. Just to praise a man who would cuss them out just as soon as they speak his name. And then got the nerve to be mad at me because I call you out on it. That's a problem. And I understand perfectly what Coach was saying. This ain't the time to be bullshitting around. You got Stephen Miller standing up on a podium in front of 60,000 people calling us nothing. He was talking to us. How do y'all think a white man gets gunned down in Utah, a white state, a red state, a MAGA state, in front of white people at a white university, and 6 HBCUs get bomb threats? Two white boys come out with a song talking about lynching.
They don't hear you.
2 bodies in Mississippi get found in trees, and they try to say, oh, no, it's not suicide. It's suicide. It's this, that, and the third. They self-did it. They self-deleted themselves. Black men don't hang themselves in trees, homie. Never have. They never will.
Now, Trill will. For those who think that we just be talking and you know, just running our mouths, who remembers a few months ago, we were on this panel and the general tried to tell all of you brothers who were calling in, making us seem like savages between DC and Baltimore. And what was the general's wisdom that he said to y'all? He said, if you brothers don't be careful in your demonstration in the streets and the words you're repeating, eventually they're going to put the military in your communities. Who remembers that conversation we had a few months ago? Who's in DC right now?
Military.
Who's headed to Chicago right now?
Military.
Yep.
And y'all think we just be talking to be talking. We told y'all that this was going to happen 6-7 months ago, right here on 78 Sports TV, and y'all think it's a game because you think you know every damn thing.
Yep.
We told you. We tried to tell you. We don't do this bro. I'm not trying to make myself look like I'm bigger than anybody. I'm not. That ain't my goal here. My goal is to educate and elevate so that we all learn together, so that we don't repeat the sins of the past. You know, the greatest sin besides slavery of the United States is not punishing the Confederacy like they should have. That's the reason why we have what we got. That's the reason why you have mediocre YT people on the internet everywhere talking about us, even though they stole everything from us, or at least tried to. But they still can't wrap their mind around how can we steal everything from these people and they still rise. Just like Maya Angelou's poem, yet I still rise. That's why I get mad when I listen to brothers get on these panels strucking and jiving for a coon. And we should be uniform. Y'all don't understand what the LDBC is. The LDBC is the only buffer with the likes of a couple more people like Champside, who really stands on business. If y'all could see half the trolls that come in and denigrate, call us N-words and N-word this and N-word monkey that and this. I had Muzz going to my profile on Instagram, taking pictures of my daughter who has a thyroid condition, which made her gain weight. Demon I made a whole 2-hour video about my minor daughter. And I lost the channel behind it. Yeah, I am ill wills no more because of that. Because I got in my feelings as a dad. I forgot about being a content creator. But then y'all got the nerve to sit up here and argue about minuscule dumb shit. And Tank is literally showing his ass to y'all and telling y'all, man, shut up. I don't care about what y'all got to say. Y'all ain't nobody for me to prove myself to.
All right, let me read these super chats real quick, y'all. So I don't miss. We got Tremel in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate you. He says, "I'm not gonna lie. Listening to you, it's hard. It's a hard truth, but the spirit of Farrakhan jumped in to the brother. Yes, indeed.
Due to God.
Let me see here. I missed a few of them. I think. Let me see. Let me see. So the Black in the super chat, appreciate the support, bro. With the 2-piece, he said, best news that night was their Tank back with Calvin. Yeah, that's good news. Calvin, he ain't informed though, because he didn't know about them gloves. They got to start communicating. Rabbit in the super chat with the 5-piece salute says, God bless the LDBC, the only side of social media keeping it real. Thank you, brother.
That's right.
That's what we try to do, man. That's what we try to do. Let me see. Wait a minute. Todd French 600 came back in the building with the 5-piece. He says, facts. We can't even get a statue of Crispus Adams. Oh, my goodness gracious. He says, who was the first to defend America and die for freedom. Heck yeah, preach, we need this stream. Yeah, these brothers cooking today. Cooking the fish grease. Let me see here. Be the Truth Seeker. Appreciate you with the 5-piece, brother. He says, a lot of Tank fans were defending Diddy, yet their man Tank dissed Diddy yesterday as of the press conference. Man, y'all keep Diddy up out of this, man. Y'all be looking for a reason to diss that man every day. That man locked up, man. He got bail hearing tomorrow. Y'all be randomly bringing up Diddy. What's up with the 2 Raw? My boy 2 Raw TV in the building. Hey, y'all. But I got to get up out of here, though, y'all. Got to go bust a move real quick. But I want to thank
I'm about to go live here in a minute.
Okay. Hey, Trill Will, tell people they can find you.
Right here on YouTube. Go on Trill Will LDBC or nothing. I'll be doing political commentary because we need it, Doc. We need it for real. We need it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother, Coach Hudson, tell the people they can find you.
You can find me at Coach.Hudson on YouTube. General, we appreciate you giving us this platform to speak the truth. And salute to the family. Peace to the brothers on the panel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My brother Kondo, tell people they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me in all the LDBC chats, and including our cousin chat, Champ side. And yeah, you know, I try to be in everybody's live as much as possible and give my support as much as possible. So that's where you can find me at.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all brothers. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Shout out to AB in the super chat with the 2-piece. He says, thank you to all you brothers for keeping it real. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, AB. And salute to everybody that came through and showed love. Holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Or later on today. See y'all in a minute. We're out of here. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.